Maybe you need to learn your facts. That's good for flashcards. Um, or maybe, you know, you just need to write quickly, time it. But here's a few. Active recall. That's anything that involves recalling something again and again. Okay, so that includes flashcards. So testing yourself on memory. Don't reread notes. Now, it's like a lot of people like making notes. They write and they it clicks. But rereading is good. But using those notes to then make your own resources is a good thing to do. Test yourself. Maybe you wrote your notes. Maybe try close your eyes and could you write those same notes again? No. A lot of people struggle because when you read something, you kind of gaslight yourself. I know how to revise this. I know this. If you close your eyes, this is called blurting. I've written here. Don't close your eyes, obviously, but put it away and write everything you remember. Okay? I used to do this a lot. You just finished learning something. Okay? You wrote your notes, fine. Yeah? You write notes once. You're gonna put it, and now you're gonna blurt. Now blurt, you can be as messy as it wants. Why? It's just gonna be a scrap piece of paper. You're gonna write what you remember, and you're gonna compare. Did I miss anything? Highlight anything you missed, and you're gonna redo it. And you're gonna write it again and again until you pretty much covered everything. I'm not saying to rewrite paragraphs, rewrite the main important points and factors you need to learn. Okay? So, like I've written here, write down everything you know from a topic, from your memory, and then check if you got everything right. Or maybe you realize you wrote something that's actually incorrect. You can then try again. That's what blurting is. Blurting, a lot of people like the writing sensation of learning. So don't just write pretty notes. Yeah, here's my advice. If you like making pretty notes, make pretty notes, but do it once. Then you should test yourself. Your notes should be made once. Don't write it again. Then you can blurt away. You can see if you got it right. Again, blurt. It can be as messy as you want, as long as you can read it. That's it. That's the same as kind of closing your eyes and just testing yourself. Spaced repetition. You've probably heard about the forgetting curve. So a lot of people, when you learn something, you'll forget around. I don't know the stats exactly. I still need to go over it. But after like a week, you'll forget a lot of it. So you need to combat it. Okay. Eventually, once you start testing yourself daily and daily and daily, you have to test yourself less regularly. That way, it will be stuck in your long-term memory. Okay. So space your repetition out. Okay, you probably remember it really well now. Will you remember it in a week? Okay, our brains are really fascinating. Flashcards and quizzes. There's websites like Quizlet. You may have been using something called Gizmo, or um, something called Anki. All of these are fine. You can even make physical ones. These are all different types of flashcard apps, or you can make your own flashcards, whatever works. That's still make sure you space your repetition. Okay. Now, doing all the flashcards the day before might not be ideal, but it can work for some people. You probably will be less stressed if you just spaced it. Maybe you did it once a week, and then now you have your exam. It's already in your head. Most importantly, this matters not for all subjects, for subjects that require a lot of time, like science and stuff. For like topic tests in school, you won't need to time yourself. However, I think timing yourself for like essays is really important. Okay. So for those exams you have essays, see how quick you can write. Okay. The quicker you can write, the better. See if you can get it all in. Now, when you do essays, I recommend like give it to your teacher to mark. Okay. They'll really see your input. That's what got me, especially in my essay subjects, the higher grade eights and sorry, the grade nines. Okay. If you go to your teacher, time it in your own time, see how much you can do, and then get your teacher to mark. You can't really self-mark an essay, isn't it? That's something your teacher can do.